Filing taxes this year, I realized something really bad. I completely missed filing Form 1065 for Talk to C's 2023 taxes. I didn't panic at first. We lost money last year, so how bad could it be, right? Who cares about a return with lost money? So I just filed it with this year's return and moved on. But after a while, I asked ChatGPT what happens if you file a partnership return late. And let's just say the IRS does not play around. This was super frustrating because I thought I had done everything right. Turns out it was negligence on my part. I didn't make sure the tax software actually submitted the return. Shortly after, I found out that for 2023 returns, the late filing penalty is $235 per partner per month up to 12 months. So that's $235 times 2 partners times 12 months, which is equal to $5,640. All because of a mistake on my part on a return where we lost money. So there was absolutely no way we could pay that fine. Naturally, I did what any reasonable person would do, and I asked ChatGPT what the to do. I thought I had filed everything through Tax Act. I filled everything out, literally filled everything out. But still, I guess I didn't take the final step and actually submit the 1065. Thankfully, my good AI friend came up with something called the First-Time Abatement program. This is something the IRS have that not that many people know about. To qualify, you need 3 things. You need a clean penalty history, which means that you can't have any prior penalties in the past 3 years. For us, we only had 2 years and we were perfect besides filing late. You have to have filed all required returns. At the point that I was looking for help, I had already filed 2023 and 2024. So all the pending filings were done, which is good. And you had to have paid any tax due. And since we lost money, we didn't owe any tax, so we were good there as well. If all this sounds like you can take a breath because this program has a really high approval rate. The only downside is that you actually have to pick up your phone and call a human being. So the next morning I wake up, I call the IRS at 1-800-829-1040. Hit 1 for English, 3 for business taxes, and 2 for all other questions. A nice lady answered, and after I explained everything that had happened, she transferred me to another person. Once I was connected to the call, here's what I did. I explained that I run a YouTube channel that made about $2,000 in 2023. I said I thought I had filed through Tax Act last year, but when I was filing this year, I noticed the return never went through. I answered some basic questions like our EIN, legal business name, and when we established. Then she checked the system, and that's when she found the $5,640 penalty. And at that point, to be honest, my heart dropped. So I mentioned that I believed I qualified for the First-Time Abatement program. I had no prior penalties, filed both tax returns, had no tax due. After that, she put me on hold for 5 minutes, which was super scary. But then she came back and said I was approved. And just like that, the $5,640 in penalties completely gone. If I hadn't asked ChatGPT and followed up with that call, I wouldn't have even known this was possible. And honestly, we probably would have shut down the LLC because we had no way to pay that fine. So if you're in a similar situation, here's what I recommend. Call the IRS as soon as possible. I called before receiving my penalty notice because I wanted peace of mind. If you want, you can wait until the notice arrives, but personally, I prefer to be proactive and get it over with. Second, triple check that your return was actually filed. I actually did this 5 minutes ago. Don't assume the software did its job. Verify the filing status. In Tax Act, you just log in and you can confirm the return was accepted. If you're absolutely not ready, you can always file an extension. By filing Form 7004, you get an automatic 6-month extension. It's absolutely free and can save you thousands in fines. And lastly, always mark your calendar. Forms 1065 is always due March 15, not April 15 like the personal return. It's March 15. So that was my story. I completely freaked out, but thankfully everything came out well. If this has helped you or you learned something new, hit the like button. It helps the channel more than you know. And if you're a creator, a small business owner, or just someone figuring out taxes and money, subscribe for more real world content like this. And lastly, shout out ChatGPT. It literally saved me $5,000 and it also gave me a video idea in the same day. So we always appreciate that. We post videos every Wednesday, so we'll see you next week. Peace.